I'd like to tell you one thing before you go. To my knowledge, the gospel is good news and it's got to be important. Like I mentioned, I'm in the business of laughing. That's my gift. That's what God gave me at birth. Your gift is something you do better than anybody else with less effort. It's my gift from God, and all I have to do is tell you something that would make your life better. Consider how I ended up here into this kind of life that I'm living presently. And He is still not through with me, just like He is still not through with you. Look, God isn't finished with you. So for that very reason, that's why you keep waking up, because it is an absolute sign from God that God is not finished with you. He wakes you up every morning, and as you are still breathing, God will let you sleep. It means He has something else in store for you. He has not been able to give it to you yet. For whatever reason, I'm here to help you find that out a lot quicker. Let me tell you something that I have discovered that changed my life. I will do my best to help you. I was reading a book one day, and there was also a quote that I came across in the book with a quote attributed to the renowned scientist Albert Einstein. He stated, "Everything in life can be imagined." This is what comes next. Just think about it. It is actually true in every way, because everything that you see around this world came into being because it was an idea in someone's head. Everything. Somebody was chatting whilst on a corded phone and tried to walk outside. But as it happened, the plan didn't go any further. Then others wanted the telephone to be easy to carry around and use. Think about getting something out of your car on the phone. Now every person has a mobile phone on them. The idea was thought of by somebody. Somebody came up with every idea. Eventually, walking got dull for others. Cycling grew dull for some. And then there was flying, which was clearly going to be something new. Most of us have been up in a plane once or twice. If your imagination is the evidence of things not seen, why is it called the evidence of things not seen? Because the only person able to visualize such things is you. So the next time someone asks what you've been working on, everything that you've imagined is magic, such as in Genesis when God is providing humans with wondrous dreams to zealous hope for. The Bible teaches that imagery you employ in envisioning is God's instrument of previewing. Why do you envision yourself having a second home? The reason why is really easy. That dream is God's piece of ambition for you. Now, why is it that you fantasize about doing a completely different job and stepping into a managerial position? It's because it's part of His big picture. Why do you think you can imagine yourself as an entrepreneur tomorrow? Is that a bit too far-fetched? The visions God has for you are actually limitless, and because of Him, you have the imagination and vision to go with it. However, there is one flaw that you possess in dreaming, and that is sharing the wrong crowd about your precious imagination. That is human imagination's largest flaw. You tell someone who has a very limited perspective your grand ideas, and the opportunities for it getting chopped down are limitless. You can think about it this way. How often in the past have you imagined a great thought, only for it to get rejected after putting it in front of your intimate ones? They probably don't think so because they don't have the ability to see such sweeping concepts. But He didn't give them vision to see it. It was for you to establish new views. It was your rocket fuel. All I have said to you, all that you have seen, start moving toward it. This is what God really has for you. You can only experience a portion of your real life within your mind. I'm here to tell you this. It feels like you believe this is a coincidence that I've arrived here. No, not to me. Because when I was 10 years old, He prepared that in my mind. When I was 10 years old, He told me clearly that, "Yo, you will be on TV one day." That's our default target. It's a wonderful beginning. The assignment in 6th grade was to grab a piece of paper and a pencil attached. Write your name on one side and your dream on the other. I scribbled down, "I want to appear on TV." The scratching the head section in all this is the sex that I am wed to. Desperately, I yearn to be, years and years. I struggled with this absurd stuttering problem. I could never get outside and talk for a prolonged period of time. I've stuttered. I was sent home from class. This would be the third in terms of marriage. I've come close within the last 100 years to losing all the possessions I had twice. I was homeless and had a long trek of sleeping in my car for nearly 3 years. But one thing I did wish I do want to note, however, this is the only thing I can ever say about myself. My instructor told us to stand up when she read mine. She saved mine for last, there. Well, she begins and says, "Steve, come into the space. I figured that I got a gold star, but I figured wrong. As per her, she told me, "What's this on your paper? Here you are in this school, your family are in this neighborhood, ever been on television?" I was just stammering, totally overwhelmed and stuck. I go to her every Christmas with flat-screen television sets. I don't want her to miss a single show of me because she needs to know what we accomplished with God's grace. For her to see it, it was not supposed to be seen by her. It was told to me by the Lord in my vision, alone in a TV late show, after years of living on the streets, being a dropout, and losing everything. You know, turn on your TV, V. That little boy with a stutter is everywhere on TV. All I did was hold on to that thought. I will always write that it is a working reality. I don't think it always, but I believe it, because my mama's Sunday school teacher said, God did not bring you up to this point only to abandon you. Why do you suppose he keeps waking you up? Because he's got more. He has got some things planned for you, but there is something he wants from you, your faith. All he asks is for you to call upon him, knock the dust off your imagination, and get at it. It's a decision you're allowed to make here. Life's 10% what goes on around you and 90% what you choose to do with it. Someone's gonna die, lose their job, or experience troubles. That is life. But what are you doing about it? Trust God, open your imagination, and pursue it with everything you've got. Watch what he does for you. Thanks, y'all.